Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good start into your weekend. I am going to talk about something that might be triggering to some of you, but I was guided to share this with you, especially if you're divine feminine or a feminine energy in a spiritual journey. Um, and that is why it is a good idea to date a soulmate if you have gone through your awakening and ascension process. And I see this question come up in a lot of group chats where feminines are approached by soulmates, by new options, by new people, and um, the main reason for that is because now you're in your power. Now you're loving yourself, and your life has transformed, and you have transformed as a person. And as a result of that, you're glowing, and you're attracting energy towards yourself. And um, these energies that are coming towards you are not necessarily, like, not all of them are necessarily aligned with your vibrations, but um, a lot of them are uh, in higher vibrations than where you have been before. And that is the result of the work that you put into yourself. And I see in these group chats, whether on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere that I see twin flame community, um, it feminines are wondering if they they should be starting to date a new person. And would it mean that they're giving up on their masculine? What about their masculine? What about their counterpart? And like, does it mean that that relationship is gone? Does it mean that it's giving up on that connection, or what? Should they wait? Should they let go? And what should be the next step? Um, so I'm going to give you a few reasons why it is a good idea to meet other people, or to start dating other people, or at least if you're not ready to get into another serious or meaningful relationship, or if you're not looking for commitment from a new person, why it is still a good idea to date new people. Um, One reason that is definitely not one of the reasons to date somebody new is to make your masculine jealous. If you're in that energy, just forget about it right away, because you're just inviting karma into your life. If you're because karma is energy, it's intentions. It's a deeds we do, and the intention behind it. It's not just the actions, but it's also the thoughts that we put into something. And if you are deciding to go out with someone, or meet new people, or date new people, um, with the intention of getting back at your counterpart, or with the intention of making him jealous, or with the intention of getting his attention, or anything that has to do with him, other than the fact that he is in a karmic cycle and you don't want any part of that, then it's not a good reason to do that, and you still need to do some work on yourself. But if you are in a situation, if you're in a position, energy wise and vibration wise, um, that you have risen above the lower vibrations and karmic cycles that your uh, masculine or your counterpart is dealing with, and you don't want part of that, whether these are third party situations, I don't know, karma with money, karma with family, uh, karma with society, religion, whatever that blockage is in your connection. If you have, if you're rising above that and you have been healing from that, then it's a good idea to start dating somebody new or start meeting new people, because believe it or not, especially if you have been in a long period of hermit mode, if you've been isolated, if you've been working on yourself for a long time and you've been healing the right way, which is detaching from um, a rebound relationship, or detaching from dumping your baggage onto somebody new and all that, and you've been on your own healing for yourself and your sake, loving yourself, giving to yourself, there is a good chance that depending on how long you've been, and I bet that a lot of you have been in these isolated cycles for, I can't call it cycle though, it's in the isolation after the separation from your counterpart. You have been in these periods for some of you for years, um, anywhere between 8 to 10 months to maybe a few years, and that is a long time, especially going through all the shadow work and the pain and everything, that you might have forgotten what healthy love looks like, and that is one of the most important reasons why it is a good idea to meet new people, because you have been dealing with your pain, with your shadows, with um, karma that you had to clear with your counterpart, and you might forget that there are people out there that are vibrating higher. There are people out there that are loyal. There are people out there that know how to treat uh, you in a healthy way, how to give to you, how to put their share of energy into the connection, how to balance you out with their energy, how to be devoted, how to um, bring joy and positivity into your life, and to not forget that these energies exist. You should allow yourself and open your heart to people to come into your life and come into your energy field. Even if you don't right away click with anyone, if you don't right away want to start something serious, at least you're reminded that the universe is abundant, and there is and the lack mentality of, oh, every man or every masculine energy out there is toxic, or every relationship is destined to fail, or there is so much betrayal everywhere, and it helps you to heal from these kind of mindsets and reset your perception of what love should be and what a healthy relationship should be. Also, the other reason for meeting new people is allowing yourself to receive. If you have been for the past several months to several years, you've been the only one that's been giving to you, and your cup is now full, it's a good time to allow somebody to come into your environment and give to you, and you'll be sitting in your Empress energy, into your receiving energy, and enjoy what somebody else has to give to you, um, allowing the universe to shower you with abundance. And abundance could come in the form of love from somebody else, or you might form good friendships for the least with other people, or who knows, maybe some of these connections could result into business relationships, and it could bring you money and success in your career. So if you have been working on yourself, and you're in a good uh, position, giving yourself love and nurturing yourself to a point that not as many things trigger you anymore, and you're in a more healthy energy, it is a good idea, in my personal opinion, to open up to the possibilities of meeting a soulmate out there. Um, and especially keep in mind that um, meeting a soulmate is not necessarily a bad thing. Um, your twin is always going to be there. The person that you shared past lives with, who is your spiritual connection. They are there, but they also have free will. And especially if you're a feminine listening to this, and your counterpart is a masculine energy, the masculine energy is still dealing with a lot of blockages in their awakening process, and they are not really, excuse me for the noise, but they're not really um, opening up to the awakening energy, to the transformation. They are trying to block it out. They feel it, but they're not submitting to it the way you did. And they're trying to, they're very defensive and very on guard when it comes to transformation and changing their life and changing their themselves. And a lot of them are still in codependent situations on a partner, on family, on a job situation. And that is very unfair to you if you want to spend some of the best days and years of your life waiting for someone that's not budging. Um, it's unfair to you, and if you have children, it's unfair to your children to experience so much toxicity and negativity that they might project onto you, because your counterpart is still sitting in karmic cycles. Um, However, if you're moving on from that, and you're allowing a soulmate to come towards you and show you love, and show you, um, nurture you, and give to you, and um, remind you of kindness, of beauty, of devotion, of loyalty, then you heal even further in your journey, and your outlook on life starts changing, and you start feeling joy, and you start feeling more confidence, and you start feeling happier in your skin. And trust me, nothing bad can come out of meeting someone new, especially if they are in a higher vibration that can match your vibration. That's only when your life starts moving forward, and then you're not uh, stuck in the heavy energies of a karmic bond. However you want to look at it, that is with a twin flame, that is with a divine counterpart. And all at the end of all that, it all comes down to trust. Trusting that what's yours will not pass you by. um, and what's yours could be just a soulmate as healthy as you are. What's yours could just be um, somebody that has experienced and seen life the way you have been, and somebody that understands what you've been going through, and somebody um, that appreciates all the work that you've done on yourself, and the gem that you are, um, and your growth. If your counterpart is not capable of seeing that, you can't force them to. You cannot force someone to change. You can't force someone um, to see life the way you see it. Even if they are your twin, they are still in a different body. Their 3D self is still an independent individual, and they have free will. They are here to learn their lessons, and it's not up to you to teach them anything your way or learn their lessons for them or get into their karma to save them all the time. It's not fair for you and your energy. They are, and I keep repeating that they are big boys. They can deal with their own life themselves. What Plus, you can't decide for someone else what their happiness should be. Um, you might feel like they are wearing a mask, or they are living a lie, or they are not in touch with their higher self, or they're not living their karmic cycles, or they're not living up to their highest capacity. But at some point, if you're constantly worrying about them, you're enabling them into staying in their karmic cycles. You're just giving them your energy and they're feeding on that, and you're enabling them. It's like having a drug addict son or husband and feeling sorry for them, and constantly, as soon as they start feeling pain and loss and stress, you feed them the drug, and you think that you're easing their pain, and you think that um, that you're helping them, and you think that you're making them happy, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's enabling them to stay in that addiction. And that karmic cycle is just that. It's the addiction, it's the toxicity that your attention and love is going to keep your person in it, because they're feeding off of your energy and they're giving it back to that environment. So yeah, if you're in a healthy energy yourself, if you've been giving love to yourself, if you've been good and kind to yourself, filling your own cup, and you're wondering, and you're being approached by other people, or you're wondering whether you should put yourself out there to meet new people, go for it. Do what makes you happy. Do what's right for you, and don't wait around for somebody else to change, because you're not living on their timeline and they're not living on your agenda. Um, and trust that the universe is protecting you. And um, the worst that can happen out of dating someone new really is learning some extra lessons, and maybe you just don't match up, and maybe there is nothing coming out of it, but at the end of the day you might make a new good friend, or um, you might just pick up some extra things about yourself that you didn't see or realize when you were dealing with your masculine. And these things are not necessarily always negative. You could come to see some aspects of yourself that you didn't know you had, like I don't know, some sensitivities to some things, likes and dislikes, anything really that could be positive even, could come as a result of a connection with a soulmate, or with somebody out there that is ready to give to you. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, because I see that a lot of feminines are moving on from the karmic cycles, the repeating cycles that they were dealing with their counterparts, and now they're wondering, is it a good idea um, to go out and date? Should I do that? What happens with my twin if I do that? And one thing you should keep in mind is, don't worry about your twin. They didn't worry about you when they attached themselves to their karma. They didn't ask how you felt when they were making their decisions. So you should think of yourself, and you should give to yourself, um, and think of your own happiness, and if you have children, their happiness too, because if you're a healthy parent, you will provide and create a healthy environment for your children and your dependents as well. Okay, guys, so that was it. I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that um, you are having a good weekend, and stay high vibe and stay healthy. Love and light to you all. Bye.